Ever wondered if your dog can see and hear what you do? If so, here's something to think about. Humans can only perceive about 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum. That means 99.9965% of reality is invisible to us. But what about our dogs? As it turns out, they're experiencing parts of reality we never even knew existed. Your dog just jumped up from a peaceful nap and started staring intensely at the wall. Nothing's there, or at least, nothing you can see. But your dog's ears are perked, and they're completely alert. What do they know that you don't? The truth is, your dog's senses are like a superpower, detecting things that are completely invisible to humans. Scientists have discovered that dogs experience a world that's vastly different from ours, packed with hidden sights, sounds, and sensations we can barely imagine. Today, we're diving into 8 mind-blowing things your dog can perceive that you never could, and number 6 might explain some of your pet's strangest behaviors. Number 1. UV light detection. Your dog can actually see ultraviolet light, something completely invisible to human eyes. This ability comes from special receptors in their eyes that we don't have. This means they can spot things like urine trails, white clothes glowing in the dark, and even some flowers that appear totally different to them than to us. Birds and insects reflect UV light in unique patterns, which might explain why your dog sometimes seems fixated on seemingly ordinary creatures. Next time your dog seems fascinated by a plain white sheet, remember, they're seeing a light show you can't even imagine. This UV vision might also help them track prey in the wild, as many small animals leave UV reflecting trails behind them. Recent studies have shown that dogs can even see the UV reflecting patterns on flowers, which guide bees to pollen. This means your dog might be seeing beautiful patterns on flowers that are completely invisible to you. Some dog toys are now being designed with UV reflective materials to make them more engaging for our pets. Number 2. Motion detection. Ever wonder why your dog catches that tennis ball with perfect timing? Dogs can detect motion up to 4 times faster than humans. To put that in perspective, what looks like a blur to you appears in slow motion to your dog. Their eyes are specially designed with a high concentration of motion-sensitive cells, letting them spot even tiny movements from far away. This ability developed from their ancestors' need to catch fast-moving prey and avoid predators. That's why they're so good at catching flying objects and spotting small animals from far away. Even a squirrel's slight movement 50 yards away won't escape your dog's notice. 3. Night vision. Your dog's eyes have a special layer called the tapetum lucidum. Think of it as nature's night vision goggles. This remarkable mirror-like layer sits behind their retina, reflecting light back through it twice. This gives them up to 5 times better night vision than humans. Those glowing eyes in your nighttime photos? That's their built-in night vision technology at work. This adaptation comes from their wolf ancestors, who needed to hunt during dawn and dusk when their prey was most active. While you might struggle to see shapes in a dimly lit room, your dog can navigate with ease. In fact, studies show that dogs need only about 1/6 the amount of light that humans do to see clearly. This is why your dog can spot that tennis ball under the couch even when you can barely see anything down there. And here's something fascinating. When your dog's eyes glow in photos, the color can actually tell you something about their night vision ability. Dogs with green eyeshine typically have the best night vision, while dogs with red eyeshine might not see quite as well in the dark. Number 4. Ultrasonic frequencies. Dogs can hear sounds up to 65,000 hertz. That's 4 times higher than what humans can detect. Their enhanced hearing comes from differently shaped ear canals and more sophisticated ear muscles than humans have. This means they hear things like rodents communicating, electronic devices humming, and even the high-pitched sound of certain insects. That random barking at nothing? Your dog might be responding to sounds from several blocks away that you'll never hear. They can even hear the high-frequency sounds of small rodents moving underground or inside walls, which explains why they sometimes seem to stare at solid surfaces. 5. Distance detection. A dog's hearing range is about 4 times greater than ours. While you might hear someone talking from 50 feet away, your dog can pick up sounds from 200 feet away. Even more impressive, They can tell exactly where these sounds are coming from with pinpoint accuracy. Their brain processes sound differently than ours, allowing them to calculate the exact location of a noise by measuring the tiny time difference between when the sound reaches each ear. This ability made them excellent hunters, and today makes them outstanding guard dogs and search and rescue workers. Number 6. Electromagnetic fields. Here's something wild. Research suggests dogs can sense electromagnetic fields. They might actually feel the Earth's magnetic field, which could explain why they sometimes spin in circles before lying down. They're literally aligning themselves with the planet's magnetic poles. Scientists believe they have special cells in their bodies that act like tiny compasses. This might be why some dogs get anxious before earthquakes, as these events can cause changes in the Earth's magnetic field that we can't detect. In fact, a study in Japan found that 60% of pet owners reported unusual behavior in their dogs before major earthquakes. Some countries are now even considering using dogs' natural abilities as part of their early warning systems for natural disasters. 7. Approaching storms. Your dog's ability to detect changes in barometric pressure means they often know about incoming storms before you do. Their inner ears are so sensitive that they can feel the slightest changes in air pressure. Combined with their ability to hear thunder from miles away and sense static electricity building in the air, they're basically living weather radars. This is why many dogs become anxious or exciting hours before a storm hits. They're already aware of the approaching weather system while the sky still looks clear to us. Finally, number 8, human diseases. Most shocking of all, dogs can detect certain diseases in humans, including cancer, just by using their nose. They can smell subtle chemical changes in the human body that signal illness, sometimes even before medical tests can catch them. Their noses have up to 300 million scent receptors, compared to our mere 6 million. And it's not just about the number of receptors. The part of a dog's brain that processes smells is 40 times larger than ours, relative to brain size. This means they're not just detecting more smells, they're processing them in much more detail. Think of it like this. While you might smell a pot of stew cooking, your dog can smell each individual ingredient, down to the smallest pinch of herbs. This incredible ability has led to dogs being trained as medical detection animals, helping to identify various conditions ranging from diabetes to certain types of cancer, and even COVID-19. But these aren't even all of your dog's hidden talents. Scientists recently discovered something even more incredible about dogs' perception abilities, something that could change how we understand animal consciousness forever. But that's a story for another time. Until then, next time your dog acts strange, remember, they're experiencing a world far richer than we can imagine. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to catch our next video, shown on screen.